The price of Bitcoin has risen to $26,330. It's been a fantastic day on the crypto markets as the markets come in for the weekly close on Friday. The CME gap is approximately going to open around $26,330. Now, of course, I'm pretty excited about this because as you'll have seen in yesterday's video, I opened up a long position and that long position now sits at $40,700 worth of profit. That's a fantastic 24 hours trade, like, not gonna lie, pretty good trade to be honest. But of course, the markets had been down pretty significantly. And when the markets are down significantly, and there's been a lot of good news recently, it tends to be bet against what is most popular, and everybody was going short, so it's time to go against the majority and take a long position. And that's because of the news about BlackRock filing for a Bitcoin ETF. That is very, very significant. I've seen some FUD around this why people saying this isn't a proper Bitcoin ETF, it's a Bitcoin trust. It is a proper Bitcoin ETF, and I'm going to show you that in today's video and why this is so important. It's important to understand, first of all, BlackRock is the world's largest asset manager. Being that BlackRock is the world's largest asset manager, they are the US dollar. They are the market. They hold the most shares of any company in the world. They have the most assets under management of any company in the world. They are the US economy. And if the US economy is filing essentially for a Bitcoin ETF, the odds of approval are very, very high. Hence why it's not like some random company like Grayscale filing for a Bitcoin ETF. This is the real deal. So we're going to discuss that in today's video. Of course, we're going to look at today's financial markets as well. We're going to look at how Bitcoin is performing, discuss my current open trades and everything in between. If that does sound interesting to you, drop a like on today's video. I'd appreciate it. Smash that subscribe button down there as well and leave a comment with your thoughts. Do you think this Bitcoin ETF is going to be approved? I'll reply to as many of you as possible. It really helps out with the algorithm. And if you can't be bothered to write a proper comment, just comment the letter G in the comment section. I'd appreciate that. Now, moving on, of course, slap a like first of all, but Bitcoin's price is currently $26,315. It has rallied up significantly today. If I actually look at it, it's up 2.75% today, and Ethereum is up 3.08% because Ethereum's Bitcoin value is up 0.32%. Bitcoin dominance has also risen because the altcoin markets have taken another hit against Bitcoin, but that is not to, it doesn't concern me all that much. I think the altcoin markets are really starting to heat up in the background to what is going on right now. Now, Bitcoin, of course, has got a few key levels of which the price needs to break above. The first key level is going to be, if we just zoom out on here a little bit, I'm able to draw it for you. If we go up to here, then basically we've got a key level that we need to break through, which is approximately somewhere around these levels here, around $26,800. Now, if Bitcoin is to break through $26,800 and it's to break out of this pennant formation right here, then it's going to get fun. It's going to get fun real quick, because if we go over to the 4-hour chart right now on the price of Bitcoin, we break through this short-term downtrend, then essentially sky's the limit again, and we're probably going to come up and hit this next level of resistance, this higher level of resistance somewhere around these levels right here. And that for me is where the ultimate take profit on my trade is. That would be about $28,000 Bitcoin. I think on the back of the SEC news, not the SEC news, sorry, I mean, saying that, the SEC run by a moron, Gary Gensler, as we all know. I don't need to dwell too much on that, but there is an article on Crypto Saving Expert right now that I would recommend you go and read. I'm going to show you it right now. It's called Who is Gary Gensler? Crypto Saving Expert wrote this today. Go to cryptosavingexpert.com and read this article. Honestly, you'll find it interesting who this slime bag is. Now, it's not a hit piece. I just want to point that out. It's a factual piece. Now, you know my opinions. They don't always make it onto this website. We do honest journalism on this website, so my opinions are not always there. Now, back to the price of Bitcoin. Of course, breaking through this level of resistance, hitting this next level of resistance up here is the target. The likelihood of that happening this weekend seems pretty low. However, we have had the fantastic news over the past 24 hours about the largest asset manager, BlackRock, filing for a spot Bitcoin ETF. Now, the common FUD on this has been, this is the FUD. I mean, this is counteracting the FUD, basically. To all those saying BlackRock filing for a trust is not an ETF, do you consider GLD to be an ETF, as in gold? Well, this is the same thing. Lots of structures under ETF umbrella, nothing like GBTC. This is the real deal. It is a proper, gold shares as an ETF is set up in the same way, because basically there is a trust that holds the gold. That is the same thing that Bitcoin is going to be. Now, people are saying that, oh, this isn't a proper Bitcoin ETF because it's all going to be held by a trust. That's how you set up a proper Bitcoin ETF. That's how it's done. And it's done by the world's largest asset manager. And you know what that means? Let me explain why a Bitcoin ETF is so game-changing for crypto. For a Bitcoin ETF to accommodate institutional demand, the ETF founder has to acquire the asset in order for people to be able to trade it within their exchange traded fund. They can't trade a derivative contract. There are already Bitcoin derivative ETFs, but there isn't a Bitcoin spot ETF. Now, a spot ETF means that BlackRock has to go out basically and buy a bunch of Bitcoin so that people can trade it. If BlackRock has got to accommodate institutional demand with billions of dollars of trading volume, that means that BlackRock has to buy billions of dollars of Bitcoin to accommodate the ETF, because that would mean that then they can list that Bitcoin for sale on the exchange and then it can start getting traded. That is why Bitcoin's price is pumping. That is why I think $28,000 is pretty likely off the back of this news. Even if this news doesn't pan out, and it will take a while for it to pan out, like it'll take a couple of months, it is ultimately very bullish, and it's a narrative that should, in theory, take Bitcoin up. It might affect the altcoin market a little bit poorly because, of course, the altcoin market isn't benefiting from this. Ethereum isn't benefiting from this, but overall, it's good for the crypto space, and it will generate a small amount of excitement, at least, for a medium period of time. Now, other things in today's cryptocurrency news would be that BACT has followed Robinhood in delisting Matic, ADA, and Solana due to regulatory uncertainty. And, of course, the news that the SEC has been asked to clarify its history of working with controversial broker-dealer Prometheum, because the SEC has got a sketchy past. And it's important that you read this article on Crypto Saving Expert, but I'm not going to spoil it for you. Read a few news articles on Crypto Saving Expert. We've posted a lot of them today. It's been an interesting day for me as well, because I've been racing at the track. Again, you'll notice the background is not the usual background. I'm at Oulton Park right now. If you want to come and watch me, I'm racing tomorrow afternoon on Saturday. I'm racing on Saturday. I'm qualifying in the morning, racing in the afternoon. And again, if you want to come and watch me on Sunday, racing at 4 p.m. on Sunday at Oulton Park. Definitely worth checking out. Come along for the weekend. It's going to be a fun one. Hopefully it rains. I don't think it's going to rain. I think it's going to be a nice sunny day. But I'd love it to rain because I'll generate a better result. As well as some, I've already generated some nice profits. I'm a happy bunny right now because, again, 40 grand profit on the table from a long position taken only 24 hours ago. Let me show you how cool this trade has been. I wonder if I can just refresh this page and it'll actually pop up with the, oh, it's because I'm using BTC USD on the chart right here. If I go over to BTC USD there rather than BTC USDT, it will pop up on the chart and it will show us the correct trade. There you go. So you can see my entry right here. Basically, the price has rallied up ever since. Fantastic, fantastic trade and a nice little profit to go along with it. Now, other things to point out today, of course, would be that Ethereum's price has now bounced off of this level of support that I pointed out in yesterday's video. That is looking pretty bullish. And again, I don't think we'll lose these levels of support. From me, I think the likelihood is more likely that we go up than down, but generally I always do. Ethereum Bitcoin value appears to have found some kind of bottom here. The last time we had a big spiky bottom like this, we tended to rally back to the upside. It looks somewhat like this one did here. Again, big drop off and then finding some kind of level of support. I think that looks pretty decent. XRP's price has been dropping for a while now, but again, that found a level of support and has bounced back to the upside. And of course, Bitcoin dominance continues to shoot for higher highs. I think Bitcoin is going to be the market leader in the next bull market. Initially anyway, altcoins will come. They will come. And I've got a very exciting altcoin that I've been researching for a while. Some videos will come out about it next week. The TAP interview is also coming next week. It's just Arson, the founder of TAP, is coming to see me in England this weekend, so I thought we'll add a little bit of content on from that as well. But overall, very exciting times in the market. Of course, if you are interested in trading, check out the link in today's video description, as well as the trading tutorial on the screen right now. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I hope you made a nice profit from that nice little cheeky Bitcoin long took the other day. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. Smash a like, by the way. That's really important. Leave a comment down below. Even if you can't be bothered, just comment the letter G. I'd appreciate it. Thank you, and see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow. Goodbye.